Shalom, my friends, from here in Israel. You can see behind me the smoke coming up. I'll show you in a minute. I'll give you a better view. But right behind us is the Gaza Strip. How far are we from the Gaza Strip?
400 meters.
Around 400 meters from the Gaza Strip. This fence right behind me is where over 3,000 terrorists breached Israel on October 7th and came in and, of course, murdered, kidnapped over 1,200 innocent people here in Israel. And I'm here in this closed military zone, actually, with the heroes of Israel, the military first responders who the fellowship has been working with since 2006. And these are the heroes of October 6th, October 7th, and October 8th. Before October 7th, on October 7th, and every day since. So this is Issacson. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm the head of security of the Eshkol region, which is one of the 4 municipalities and the town of Sderot that are called the envelope. And I've been 10 years doing this job. The 7th of October, I lost 35 of my guys, the first response teams, and 233 people from our community. But now, after a year and 3 months, we're looking ahead. And as you can see, we are still fighting. We're still fighting because we have 100 hostages in Gaza. We are still fighting because the Hamas is still there and still controlling parts of Gaza. And we are still fighting to ensure that it is safe to bring our communities back. About 65 to 70% of our communities are back, but still a lot are not back. And we have to rebuild. We have to rebuild infrastructure. We have to rebuild resilience, trauma. So we have a lot to do, and that's where we also approach the fellowship that have been with us years before the 7th of October, during this year and 3 months, and we are sure that we can rely on help in the future to rebuild, but we can't start rebuilding without our hostages back. That is a must. And that's why we are
hostages
fighting.
Are right there.
Right there.
Right behind us. All of our 100 hostages are
Yes.
right there, less than a mile behind us.
And that's why there's intense fighting. Unfortunately, the state of Israel is fighting in many borders. So it's not the only place that we are fighting. But here we are fighting to get our hostages back, very different to other places. Here, without the hostages, it is very hard for our communities to even think in future. So
thank you so much, Keith. It's an incredible meeting that we're having here because the fellowship provided security vehicles to Keith and 7 other leaders of the communities like him. And those vehicles saved their lives on October 7th. And so as I came and gave them hugs, each one of them are saying, we are alive because of the fellowship, because they had the bulletproof and shrapnel-proof vehicles on October 7th that enabled them to save the lives of their people. Keith was riding in his Toyota, his bulletproof Toyota that the fellowship provided for him. When terrorists started shooting at him, he didn't even know that the tires were also bulletproof. He thought the tires were going to pop, and it saved his life because the fellowship was there for them. So from here, right on the border with the Gaza Strip, that's where rockets have been coming out of just these past few days even. This is one of 7 fronts that Israel is fighting right now of terrorists that are trying to wipe Israel out, but we have heroes like Keith and friends like you that are keeping these borders safe. The guardian of Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps, and continue to pray for the peace of Jerusalem, continue to pray for Keith and all of our heroic first responders and soldiers. I'm here down south meeting with the people, telling them that the fellowship is with them, that millions of Christians around the world continue to pray for them. It feels very lonely here in Israel with the rise of anti-Semitism. It feels like Israel is all alone in this battle that affects all of us. It's a war we all know, not just against Israel and Israel's enemies, but those who seek death and who cherish death and who sanctify death, against people here in Israel and our friends watching in America and Europe who sanctify life. We are on the front lines of that war, and we will continue being here, protecting those values for all of us. So thank you.
thank you very much.
Shalom.